Hello, friends. It's Rick Beatty. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Royal Oak in Royal Oak, Michigan, and it's always an honor to lead the meditation, which our midweek meditation. And it's intriguing to me that I'm going to share Daily Word with you in a minute, and I do so with permission of Unity, the publishers of Daily Word. It's interesting that the theme for today is guidance. Last night on our Tuesday prayer call, I was led to a prayer in a new book that Unity has got out called The Power of Prayer. And if you haven't, there it is. And if you haven't yet received one, you might want to reach out. You can get one at no charge if you go to unity.org and request it. Anyway, that kept coming up. It was guidance, and someone else shared a prayer or reading about guidance. And the intriguing thing for me is that guidance is one of the chief, well, not the principal reason I meditate, but it certainly is one of the top three. I meditate because it lets me reset, lets me just de-stress, release the day, release the week. It lets me gather my senses about me. And you'll notice that my shirt says "Love is on the move." That's one of our taglines from when I came to Royal Oak. Anyway, when something pops up 2 or 3 or 4 times, it is usually Spirit's way of saying, "Hey, Rick, pay attention to this." And guidance is about the second or third reason why I meditate. Greg Barrette used to call it a download, that we would receive a download of information, of data from Spirit. I don't know how it all works. I don't care. When I meditate, it helps me de-stress. It helps me hit the reset button. I think of it as taking a pause in the day. And it's one of the many ways that I communicate with Spirit, probably the principal way. And sometimes I take a question into meditation. Often I don't. And even when I don't, sometimes stuff just comes. So I don't know if you've ever had that experience. You might want to try it. If you are trying to make a decision about something, sometimes we have to move out of our heads and into our hearts, into our feeling nature, and allow Spirit to awaken something in us, whether it comes from outside down or rises up in. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. What I'm grateful for is that the guidance that I'm looking for comes. So let me share again, with Unity's permission, the publishers of Daily Word, the Daily Word for today, Wednesday, May the 26th, 2021. The theme word, the key word is guidance. And the affirmation is, I follow the guidance of my heart. I follow the guidance of my heart. Notice it says my heart, not my head. Oftentimes we are in our heads so much. I'm speaking for me, right? Often I'm way too into my head. So one of the many reasons that I meditate is to shift into the heart. Sometimes the plights of others and the state of the world tug at my heartstrings. Does that happen to you? It happens to me a lot. Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith talks about the news as just a prayer list of a sick society, and it helps me get things in perspective when I remember that. I may feel moved by compassion and wish to reach out to help, or even just to share an encouraging word. This urge is my heart's guidance, the love of God flowing freely and manifesting through me to do its work in the world. I heed my heart's powerful guidance. I answer the call I discern within myself to care and be of help whenever I can. And praying for someone is real help. Just to bless them, to hold them in your mind and want the very best for them. That isn't just something we do because we can't do anything else. That's the first thing we do. Because we don't know whether the help that's needed is going to come through us or some other source, some other place. Doesn't matter. It'll come. I heed my heart's powerful guidance. I answer the call I discern within myself to care and be of help wherever I can, however I can. When I attune myself deeply to my heart's wisdom, my guidance becomes clear. I no longer fret over whether I'll find the right words to say, or wonder what I should do to be of comfort or service. I am a channel of God's love and care, guided by the wisdom of my heart to be a force for good in the world. And the Bible verse for today is, "This is God, our God, forever and ever. He will be our guide forever." And that's from Psalm 48, verse 14. So I'm going to start some music playing. Today I'm playing The Heart of Oneness by Reverend Gregory Barrette. And I do so with his permission. It's a powerful piece. I just got to find it. There we go. It's a powerful piece that he created long ago just for meditation purposes. And when I reached out to him a few months ago and asked him if I could share it sometimes at our meditations, he said absolutely. It was a beautiful thing. He's so generous. So I'm going to start this meditation, this music, and then we're going to take a few moments to allow our bodies to get centered and settled. So take a moment to sit up, if you can, or lie flat, either way, but give yourself the ability to take a comfortable, deeper breath. I can't remember the name of the nerve that runs through the lungs. I'll think of it in a minute, but there's a nerve that runs through our lungs that when we stimulate it by taking a really deep, full breath, allowing the chest cavity to expand, it begins to reset us. And 3 deep breaths can help interrupt a pattern in us. So we're going to do that 3 times. Deep breath in. Hold it. Sigh it out. Another deep breath in. Hold it. Sigh it out. One more deep breath in. Hold it. And sigh it out. And now allow your breathing to take on its own normal pattern, for the breath you see is our teacher. The simplest, most elemental form of a meditation is just to bring your full attention to your breath. To bring your complete attention to your breath, to notice it as you breathe in. Feel the air coming up through your nostrils. I tend to breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And if you should hear any noise or get distracted or your mind wanders, and mine does many times, just bring it back to your breath and then follow the next breath inward. Because meditation is the turning to that place within us, to the inner world, the inner life. That place, it's like metanoia, to turn away from the outer and focus on the inner. I think of it as to turn away from effect and move to cause. Our consciousness, the Christ in us, the I am of us, is the source of our lives, of our experience of life. We get what we need to live a successful life, to live a satisfying life. And that's what I want for you. And that's what guidance can give you. So let's start a scan of our body. Start at the bottoms of your feet. It's useful, if you can, to have your feet flat on the floor. And start there. Wiggle your toes. Arch your feet. Feel the little muscles or little bones in your feet move around. Flex your ankles. Notice your shins. Sometimes I carry some tension there, particularly when I've been walking a lot. Notice the calves. Just each muscle group, as you notice it, if there's any stress there, just invite it to drain away. And it will return to the nothingness from whence it comes. Continuing now up to your knees, and then the big muscle groups, the thighs and buttocks, the glutes. The legs are amazing levers that propel us forward when you look at it. If you ever look at a robot that they've trained to walk, look at how much it takes, and our bodies just do it. Continuing now up to your waist area, that girdle of muscles that surround you holds us all together. Just as you think of those muscles, allow them to relax. Now notice the small of your back. Sometimes people will carry some stress or tension there. If there's any there, just invite it to drain away. Continuing up now to the mid-back, between your shoulder blades. Amazing ends of our shoulders, the rearward edges of our shoulders. Our shoulders are amazing. If you remember anatomy from maybe in high school or college, think about the body, how wonderfully made it is. And even when we don't take good care of it, it takes good care of us most of the time. I'm getting better. I hope that you are too. And now, bring your attention around to your abdominal area. Move up your solar plexus, blessing your organs and inner workings of your body, all of the systems that keep us whole and happy and healthy. And now move your attention to your heart. For the affirmation was, I follow the guidance of my heart. Let's just bring our conscious awareness to the heart. We often refer to our heart space, the place of love in us. And the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, is also the seat of the power of love within us. It's where we physically acknowledge it to be. Let love lead you. Let love guide you. When we say follow the guidance of my heart, what we're really saying is let love guide you. I choose to allow love to guide every decision and every experience and every word. I choose to allow love to guide every thought that I think and every word I say. Continuing now up your pectoral muscles, up onto the tops of your shoulders, down into your upper arms, your elbows, forearms, wrists, fingers. And now bring your attention back up to your back and move up to the base of your spine or to the base of your neck. Bless that great bundle of nerves that we call our backbone, the great nerve bundle that connects our head and our heart. And the heart sends more information to the head than the head sends to the heart, by the way. So allow yourself now to continue to relax. Allow your attention to come to your chin, your throat, your chin, your lips, your nose. Wiggle, flex, wrinkle your forehead, wiggle your ears if you can. And then come all the way to the top of your head, to the crown chakra. And imagine that you are consciously making the decision to open yourself wide to spirit, to open that crown chakra as wide as it can be, as open as it can be, to give and receive love, to exchange energy with the divine presence, with all that is. And allow yourself now to follow your next breath inward as you turn away from the noise of the world around you. Again, should you hear noise, let it just be a reminder to turn within by bringing your attention back to your breath and following the next breath inward to your center. and allow yourself to relax into this meditative state a little more deeply. Again, should you hear any noise, just let it be a reminder to turn your attention within, to come back. Let your breath guide you into the silence that is inside of your being. Now, friends, I invite you to remain in the quiet meditative state, but to call to mind wherever you would like to direct some healing energy, some peace energy, some love energy. It could be to a country, a person, yourself, a cause, doesn't matter. It's up to you. Love is on the move through you out into the world. So if you have the circumstance, the situation in your mind, just send love. You don't have to know how to solve the problem. Just send love. There's a concept that I love in A Course in Miracles that says, teach only love, for that is what you are. You and I are made of love, born from love, born to love. And we can love ourselves, and then we can love everyone around us. And now I'm going to invite you to see in your mind a dial, like would be on a radio. And let's imagine that we can dial down the noise. We can dial down the bickering. I've noticed that since things have started to loosen up a little bit and we begin to slowly emerge from the pandemic, it's not over. Coronavirus is still here. Now there are so many points of view about masks and not. So let's just see the noise being turned down as we get comfortable. There's a tremendous amount of anxiety in the field. I've been tracking several psychologists who have been sharing in their blogs, their vlogs, their writings, that this shift now back is causing many people to be very anxious. Let's turn that anxiety down in ourselves and in the culture around us. I believe we're here to be light workers and peacemakers. And now whatever is reserved of that bundle of energy, just send it out into the universe, into the world, wherever it's needed. Bless our planet. Bless the oceans and everything that is in them, and the air and everything that is there in the air, everything that depends on it for life. And now, friends, if you're new to meditation, if you're new to Unity or Unity of Royal Oak, I'd love to hear from you. My email address is rick, R-I-C, at unityofroyaloak.org. That's unityofroyaloak.org. And that's also our website, by the way, unityofroyaloak.org. There you'll find our current offerings, what we're doing. We have Saturdays in the park. That's in person. We're able to accommodate about 40 people right now in the building on Sundays. So call in and let us know that you'd like to come, how many are with you. Our number is 248-288-3550. And if you don't hear back from us, you're in. Just come on down at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Otherwise, catch us on the stream. All that information's on our website. You can also make a donation, a contribution there if you'd like. There's a button labeled donate, but some people prefer the term contribution or contribute. And we process with Tidely and PayPal. You can send a check. Our website address, or our street address, mailing address is on our website, lower right corner. Whatever you're doing this week leading up to Memorial Day, I hope that you're planning safe, sane. Let's not go unthinkingly out into big crowds that we're not sure of who's there, what their vaccination status is, etc. And let each one of us take good care for ourselves and make the decisions that we need for ourselves and for our families. And my friends, remember that the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us, and the very presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. All is well. Namaste.